What's up, gang? What's going on? Trey gang back at it again. Thumbed your boy up. Cause I just wanna get to the bottom of this. We gotta get to the bottom of this. Cause I told y'all we still in our detective mode. Don't forget that we was in the freezer. And we was examining the freezer and we see boot prints, but not her footprints. Looking at the body, I ain't got to say, but we know what it looked like. So I was thinking, how many people in here? Payal gang, the Payal gang. Now, before I get started with my presentation, y'all, I just wanna just think for a minute. I know this Kenneka Jenkins is like a wild goose chase, and everybody want to know the truth about it. Now, all I can give y'all is what presented to me, right? And it point out factual things. It really based out pointing out the main things that really exposed the case. But like concerning like the other footage, like the time skips and trying to actually pin the person, we trying to pin the suspect. I'm trying to narrate the route down to get y'all mind to think, you know what I'm saying? This could have happened, or this route could have be possible happen, and stuff like that. Cause the more you look into her case, the more things you learn. So your mind can't do nothing but explore and trying to figure out what is I'm actually seeing here. This is the reason why I said that, y'all. Cause check this out. You see this picture? Kenneka work at McDonald's. I don't know if this was in Chicago, O'Hare Airport at the Crown Plaza. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, but this let me know she work at McDonald's. She work in a fast food restaurant like any other teenagers. So if you worked at McDonald's, you had to go to training. You had to be trained. Ain't nobody walking in no freezer. She got full knowledge. If just say if she was in the freezer, alive, you don't think she would have screamed? You wouldn't think she would have heard all the carts going by the freezer, people walking by talking, you know what I'm talking about? You don't think she would be in there screaming? They never thought about that part. Yeah, you could bang on the door. You could scream bang on the door. Somebody gonna hear you. That particular area is a high traffic value. That's why they made the employees sign some contracts, you know what I'm talking about. But look, if Kenneka worked at McDonald's, and that's a proven fact, right? And we know about Monifa a little bit. We know Irene a little bit. But all the tea I've been spilling, y'all remember when we heard Monifa said, put her in the freezer. Thumb me up, y'all. Did you hear that in TY Live? Don't thumb me up if you didn't hear it. Thumb me up if you heard that. So, think about this. Why would she say put her in the freezer and get caught hearing it and saying it? In Irene's birthday party. You in the corner with Irene that loud as hell talk about put her in the freezer. Where was Irene at? She was right there. So, and keep this in mind. So she's saying that loud as hell where Irene at, put her in the freezer. Then the other girl said call Bree Bree. So look, Monifa don't really want supposed to be invited. Let Irene tell it. You weren't invited to my party no way, but some point in time y'all hooked up. Y'all hooked up at the party because I ain't see that kind of vibe that she wasn't invited. Look like to me you linked up. Y'all linked up. So when I heard that, listen to Miss Teresa when she was making posts and everything. So my mind started racing and thinking, why would Monifa even say that with Irene? Right there listening. Watch this. McDonald's. Monifa worked at McDonald's. Irene and Monifa work at McDonald's. Together. So think about this. What you heard in the beginning, right? What y'all heard in the beginning. Did y'all hear a story like this here? We play in the freezer all the time. When it was a story like they like to play freezer games, like, you know what I'm talking about? Cause I remember in the beginning they were talking about, yeah, let's go play a game in the freezer. Like, I was like, that don't even sound right. So did all them work together? If they did, now I ain't saying like people playing in the freezer. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna say that. But I'm just saying I worked in the restaurant before, you know what I'm talking about? I worked in the restaurant, you know what I'm saying, playing around in the freezer, you know what I'm talking about? Even hid in there, John, so you know what I'm talking about? Cause they trying to talk about, yeah, you got the you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm like, man, I ain't got time. See what I'm saying? So this is like if the truck run, if you work in the freezer and the truck run, you got to load the freezer up, right? You gotta wait on the freezer unthaw, you know what I'm saying? So the truck runs so you can load it all up, the cases and stuff. Then when you load the freezer up, you got to do the count. How many cases with chicken we got? We got 4 cases. How many cases of white meat you got? We got 7 cases. Okay. Looking at her, how many cases we got of chicken strips? We got 2 cases of chicken strips. Okay, let me go over here. You know what I'm saying? How many cases we got of beef patty? We got 12 cases. You know what I'm talking about? You got to go over there, do your inventory. You see what I'm saying? You got to know everything in there. So it's impossible for you even to get locked up in there. It's impossible for anybody to lock themselves in the freezer. You see what I'm saying? Just say, well, it ain't nothing to do on the job, and your boss got something for you to do. He gonna say, it's time to organize the freezer, rotate the meat. God damn it! Man, you said we were getting off early today. No, things change. You know, you gotta stay and you know what I mean, you gotta organize the freezer. God damn it! Some told me to call in, you know what I'm saying? Not all me being nice and shit, you know what I'm saying? So look, now you got to go in there, John, get all the old meat, stack it in the front, and put the new meat. You got to rotate the meat because you got to use up all the old meat. And they got to run back and forth. If you look, don't you got to go in the freezer to go get your French fries? Even if you the cashier. We need somebody drop some fries. Let me go. I got to go in there, you know what I'm talking about, get the fries. That would make you mad because you got to keep going in the free, because nobody don't want to go in there and get the fries. I need some nuggets. That's how they train me. When I worked at McDonald's, yeah, that's why nobody don't want to go in the freezer. Constantly be getting no French fries and nuggets and chicken patties, cause it's cold in there. You see what I'm saying? So look at the image. If they work together, all Kenneka and them work all together. I want to know how long Kenneka worked at the hotel. A month, 2 months, a year, or I want to know how long she worked. And then she said she threw parties all the time, right? So let me ask myself a question. So you mean to tell me if Kenneka met Irene and want to be friends with Irene, how did Monifa get the job with them? Is she a stalker or something? If you met Kenneka, if you met Irene through Kenneka, how you end up working with them too? See what I'm saying? What do that look like? I'm hearing the story. She said, yeah, when Kenneka told me she want a new friend, that's when we fell out. So you had to go get a job that bad? If you fell out because you fell out with Kenneka, she wanted new friends, and you went and got a job, Man, this look like some Lifetime. This look like a Lifetime movie now. This the crazy friend. Alright, let me find the kush up right quick. I'm kind of getting a pattern here. Man, why y'all laughing in the chat? Watch this. Why y'all laughing in that chat? I'm fully understanding. You weren't never invited, Monifa. That's my best friend. There's my. You don't know Kenneka's favorite color. How y'all don't? You don't even know what Kenneka's favorite color. Her favorite color is purple. Y'all just know her. I been knowing her. On God, Monifa, you know you wasn't invited. So what really going on? Man. I'm looking at a crazy friend. This what I'm getting out of it. Check this out, y'all. We don't even know these people that good. But if this look like this, I could just imagine the signs that only the family, you know what I'm saying, picked up on like, oh, now it makes sense. She could be really obsessed with Kenneka. Cause check this out. She always kissing on her. If you say she wanted Kenneka, what this look like? What do this look like then? Check this out. She always want to try to match clothes as Kenneka. See, she got to try to get on the same shorts with her. You know what I'm talking about? You see how thin her wardrobe is? Look at her wardrobe. She ain't got nothing going. Her hair ain't fixed, nothing. She makes sure. Look. I don't know, y'all. I'm just looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? Check this out. Just think about this, y'all. Just say all them time she over there at Miss Teresa's house kicking it with her best friend. Monifa always want to go take pictures. Come on, girl, let's take a picture together. Kissing all on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Picking on them sexual vibes and stuff, y'all. Know what I'm talking about? Look at this. This ain't the only one. And look who got yellow on. I don't know, y'all. I just be looking into some things. Sometimes I get a little deep in this, man. Sometimes this could be confusing to me. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause when I be looking at the footage and stuff, y'all, it be a lot of things that be confusing to me. You know what I'm talking about? I can't do nothing with you, my mindset and think. Ain't nobody giving me no truth. Only friends K did, so I got to rely on what he gave me. And the rest of it, I got to figure it out on my own. You see what I'm saying? So all I can do is just rely on what I see and trying to match it perfectly. Y'all see how I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to narrow it all the way down to my number one suspect. It started from her. If if I got to look at Google Map and see what the Crown Plaza O'Hara looked like in Chicago and see where the McDonald's at. It's the only way I'ma find out. So I'm assuming that if it's at an airport, I know it's a McDonald's in the airport, but a hotel won't be connected to an airport. So Crown Plaza got to be somewhere. Then you gotta like take a shuttle bus to you to get Crown Plaza. I ain't never seen a hotel that had a fast food restaurant like McDonald's and, you know, Burger King. So you got to rule that out. Because there ain't no McDonald's, Burger King in no restaurant. So it got to be an airport. But the airport dealing with the hotel. So think about this. So think about this, y'all. Mr. Reese says Kenneka worked at a hotel, O'Hara. We know what O'Hara means, Chicago Crown Plaza O'Hara. So Kenneka, so what position Kenneka hold when she was working at the hotel? That's what I want to know. It got to be either housekeeping, restaurant, banquet, or stewardess. What position does she hold? Because I know specifically if you working in a hotel, oh, you really finna be in training. You got to go to training. Then you got to go to orientation. Then you got to take a test. You see what I'm saying? If you get applied at the hotel, you got to take a test. Check this out. If you work at a hotel, they give you a test to and say they ask you questions like this on the test that when they say if you see one of your coworkers walking in the freezer and stealing chicken, what would be the first thing you would do? Contact the manager, or don't get involved, or would you you know what I'm talking about? You see that you got to take them kind of tests. Okay, look, check this out. For a prime example. Okay, you work at banquet. You know, it's the correct shoe to wear You know what I'm saying? When it comes to PPE, personal protection equipment. You know what I'm talking about? What kind of shoes you need? I need slip resistant boots, you know what I'm saying? The water resistant boots. Can't come to work without your water resistant boots. You working in banquet or in the kitchen. So if you working there, you gotta wear a Pacific shoe. You could only do it like this. You go to your local Mr. Shoes and buy you some cheap water resistant boots. It's the number one common boot when you go to the shoe shop. Either way it go, whatever shoe shop you get, you still gonna get at least 3 to 4 different brands of Mr. Shoes. And it's the same shoes on the catalog. When they give you the catalog, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? When we hire you, you could just go in our catalog and pick out the Mr. Shoes that you want, and we'll just garnish your check for the fees. See what I'm saying, y'all? I'm just saying. Man, look, I'ma tell y'all something. If y'all don't know nothing about me, man, look, I'm managed material. Check this out. When Risco walked through that kitchen, look at his shoes. He didn't have no dress shoes on like a normal manager would that worked the front desk. He gonna have some kind of Stacey Adams on, some dress shoes, you know what I'm saying? Look at Risco's shoes. Then look, let me get back to Monifa and Kenneka. So if Dr. Ali, I'm reading the chat, so if Dr. Ali mentioned it about Monifa always kissing on Kenneka, they let you know that we on the same page then. Cause if I see it like that, if Dr. Ali see it like that, they let you know, man, wait, man, we see something funny then. I knew someone right. Check this out, y'all. I knew it was someone right between Monifa and Irene. It was because of those hair samples. Cause I told y'all, when I showed you the hair samples of Monifa, I had another screen. Let me share it with y'all. Got him. Got him, Jack. Payo. You see what I see? Oh my God. Oh my God. I said I told y'all. Man, look. I'm gonna cut the chat off. Do you see it? how it's sitting on top of the head. She familiar with the gang life. This the her dude that you sneak Dracos in the club with. Yeah, we finna go on there. Yeah, look, lift that little wig up, you know what I'm talking about? And we gonna put that Draco in there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, put that little Glock 40 in that junk too. She scrapped going in the club. While they got the one, you know what I'm talking about, hitting the chest pod, you know, they got the magic one. You know what I'm talking about? All the way down to the sucker crotch. You know what I'm talking about? Clear, you good to go. And you let her walk through the booth with this her dude. It's over with. Then you want to know how they get the guns in here. You know what I'm talking about? You look. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all ain't paying attention. She the only one in the club with this her dude. While everybody she got they shit pressed and relaxed, you know what I'm talking about? But this is aggressive her dude. It lets you know it's finna go down. Cause why you see 2-3 braids right here and one dreadlock and the rest of it look like somebody put a blow kit in it. Oh my God! What y'all want me to do? Yeah, put the Drake up under your wish wig right quick. You think it's gonna work? Yeah, it's gonna work. Just put it on up in there. You know, you got to put that junk up in there. You know what I'm talking about? They got a Draco, a 9mm Abraham Lincoln gun where he got assassinated with. Cause somebody broke in the library and stole the gun that assassinated Abraham Lincoln. That's how I got the her samples. I was on my computer. Anonymous hit me up. We need to switch her samples. I said, what kind of her samples you got with? We got the reports. I said, I got some her samples too. So we collaborated and got them her samples. He said, you won't believe this. I said, oh my God, please don't tell me again. Again, you know what I'm talking about. Man, they told me, they said, damn, Trey Gang, you got fed it. Running back and forth. Look, we burning too much gas. Somebody gotta give us some gas money, cause we just can't be running back and forth. Cause every time you got some tea, why you just can't give us the whole pitch at one time? You know what I'm talking about? I sent this to Rosemont. That's why the police told Rosemont when she told Zach, the police gonna tell me, yeah, don't I know you from somewhere? You goddamn Skippy. You goddamn Skippy, Jack. They got her samples. You see what I'm talking about, y'all? Talking about some, yeah. I'm in the live and they gonna come to me and tell me, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do I know you from somewhere? I'm like, and she gonna say, I never been in Rosemont in my life. She a goddamn lie. Mm. I told y'all that Wish Wig stolen. They got her on surveillance footage at Mr. Shoes. Look, they said she went in Mr. Shoes, right? She broke in there just soon when they closed. Went through the back door and knocked a hole in the wall to the Wish Wig section. Cause you know the Wish Wig next door, right? They said when she went through the wall, she went specifically straight to this section. They got her on video putting the wig on. That's why I looked up. You know, I said, oh, that's the same dude. That's the same dude. That's initiation. Yeah, you wanna be part of the Glow Gang, goddammit? All right, you know what I'm talking about? This is what you need to do. I know where she got it from because I buy them kind of wigs, you know what I'm talking about? I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, boys, the economy bad and nobody don't want to hire me, so I got to go to Wish Wig and find me a job. Yeah, what kind of wigs y'all got? We got some of the, we got some of these kind of Wish Wigs you get interested in, you know? Yeah, give me one of them Irene Deluxe, you know what I'm talking about? Put that John on, looking like Rick James coming out that job. Give it to me, baby. You know what I'm about. You dropped a bomb on me, baby. You know what I'm about. I told y'all, man, I got myself in trouble, y'all, because I told y'all them hair samples done got real. You know what I'm about. But I was trying to still think like, yeah, look, that's what I'm talking about. If they got this kind of do on, you know they super freak. She super freaky, y'all. You know what I'm about. Then you hear the choir in the background talking about, whoa, she's a super freak. And then Rick James told y'all that. Man, I'm just saying. Then look, if you look at Rick James concert, he had to do. Rick James got the same dude, but he had his joint, you know what I'm saying, press with the glitters in it, you know what I'm talking about. He had a style to it. It didn't look like this. Maybe when they go backstage and you know what I'm talking about, makeup, you gotta put your makeup on, you know what I'm talking about. But like, yeah, you know, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom and powder my nose. And when you come out the bathroom, you looking like this. That when you know you got good booger sugar. You come out there, oh my God, this shit in. See what I'm talking about, y'all? I should show y'all what Rick James hair do look. It's the same dude. Hold on, let me go to Rick James right quick. Should I go to Rick James, y'all? Let me go to Rick James right quick, goddammit. Let me see. Where Rick is? Rick. There go Rick James. That's how you supposed to rock it, Jack. Now that's the dude. Now that's the dude, Jack. You see that? Glow. Let it glow. She's the one that's so beautiful soul. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Rick James part of the Glow Gang. You see what I'm saying? Did y'all read the text when they said, yeah, Irene would celebrate her Glow Day? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's how you wear the dude. It don't supposed to look like this. Not like that, Jack. Then what I said, cold blooded, you know what I'm about. That what inspired Rick James to say, man, that's some cold blooded. Why y'all sitting up to see? That's why I hate them young people. That's why I hate them, you know what I'm about. It's over with. It's over with. Real talk. I put that Rick James on right now, you know what I'm talking about, and let y'all hear what he said. It ain't come from me. I'm gonna let Rick tell you, you know what I'm talking about. Man, don't be scared, you know what I'm talking about. Don't be scared. Call the police. If somebody got that kind of swig on, call the law and send a tip. Be like, yeah, I seen the strange hairdo today. Y'all wasn't looking for nobody with, yeah, what kind of wish wig you said you saw? One of them soul glow. Look like got a blowout in it. That's what we, you know, is, see what I'm talking about? Somebody gonna see it. This some real shit, y'all. Trying to get in the rap game. This what you got to do to get in the rap game? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? We need to, for you to, sit in the back when we shoot this video. We need to put that Draco up under that wish wig. Coming in. She thought she was finna come in there and blow kisses. You thought you were finna come in there? No. You know, you thought you were finna, you think you finna come in some spandex and try to do some two-stepping? No. Shit, we shooting a horror scene right now, you know what I'm talking about? So look, they're like, yeah, give me that screenshot, you know what I'm talking about, right here. And put some of that child play music on that job. You know what I'm talking about? Boom! That when Thriller come in, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Put a filter on this joint and put the background with the light flashing with that wish wig. Ooh! Boy, that'll be the #1 nominee when it comes to the video nomination, won't it, y'all? I'm just saying. Man, Michael Jackson supposed to have this screenshot back in this day. Man, look, I'm just saying, y'all. She thought she finna come in there and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They finna shoot the scene where you show the booty and stuff, you know what I'm talking about? And pucker the lips. You know what I'm saying? No, we already shot that scene, boo. Now we finna shoot the horror scene cause we finna chant out the devil right now, you know what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying? Yeah, this the part when they finna put you with the blood teardrops. You know what I'm saying? Paint your goddamn lips like a clown and make you look like Bozo. She look like Homie the Clown on this joint to me, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I said, oh my God, oh my God. At least he had his comb head. He had the Jackson 5 wig. I've been trying to search for this wig for a while, y'all. I couldn't find it. She got the last one. That's why I'm going in. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm trying to store her out that wish weed. You know what I'm saying? Cause it got fibers on it. Look, look, the police, she get pulled over and they snatch that junk off her head and ran Texas on that junk. I'm gone, y'all. It's over with. I got federal charges and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Cause they gonna see it. They be like, damn, we've been working on about 100 cold cases going on. Be like, yeah, it was a whole lot of robbery, big heists, big jewel pieces. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, it gotta be an inside job, and they ain't got nothing on me but their voice. Only voice they got of me, and we talking about this is stick up. Gotta be Trey Gang, you know what I'm talking about? That's all we got. That's their voice, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they hear me all in the back. This is the stick up. If one of you sucker move, I'm a 1, 2, 3 pop it off in this bitch. Know what I'm talking about? That's him. Cause he don't want to say that. You know what I'm talking about? Put the goddamn wigs in the bag. You dig? But yeah. Yeah, she look like she been bit for some kind of wildlife animal, ain't it, y'all? You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, I told y'all when I pop this joint, man, that's when it gonna be a whole lot of phone flipping and shaking and going on. Then, yeah, you'll really see some shadow me, and then when I get through, you see what I'm talking about, y'all. This assault charge. Did y'all know if you read the law, this is intimidating her dude. This is aggravated assault charge. You ain't got to touch nobody. It's already aggravated. It's a class E felony. Did you see the mug shots and the average mug shots? You know what I'm saying? If you see the average mug shot, why you think they be looking like that? You know what I'm talking about? Real talk, y'all. Man, this shit get you 60 days in the county. Oh, you want to be smart? This got to be this got to be one of the gang members right here. You know what I'm talking about? This is aggravated ugly. This is aggravated ugly, Jack. Yeah, we got one count of aggravated ugly, some motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? Two simple ugly motherfuckers right here. That's 2 counts. And yeah, what that ties it? Cause we been doing a goddamn background check. You know what I'm saying? And we looked at the count. This motherfucker been charged with 8 counts of ugly as a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, dawg. You can't own a wig like this if you a felony. You gotta have a permit to do this. You see what I'm talking about? So that's a violation of registry. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know, you ain't signed up for this. Yeah, you come to, you know, you see what I'm talking about, y'all? I told y'all them hair samples real. So I'm trying to break it down by the law so y'all will understand more when I break it down. I'm going to tell y'all why this is a lethal weapon right here. Cause if you got a hairdo like that, you can sprung out all the little boys in the neighborhood with their hairdo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got a thought. Oh my God, did you see the dude? Oh yeah, that's what you need. That's the one you need right there, hot and ready. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Why would go? Look, watch this. Why would go to a Mustang and go? You can get you a Hellcat right here. You know, these the real Hellcats. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's a real Hellcat. You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, you got that Hellcat? Yeah, buddy. You know what I'm talking about? And that jump running too. He like, man, that jump running. But I'm telling you, man, every time I smash that jump, that motherfucker say, screw, screw. Screw, screw. You know what I'm talking about? Like, woo, that boy running. You know what I'm talking about? They got a motor mouth, y'all. That's the motor mouth. You see what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. But that Mustang, though, you know what I'm saying? That's that gobble noise, you know what I'm saying? Bah, bah, bah. Face ass little bitch, you know what I'm saying? Get your Thunderbolt ass on, you know what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about, yo? This the best her do I done seen on her head. I was looking at the timeline. I said, let me get a timeline on these hairdos. I said, oh, it makes sense now. You know what I'm talking about? That when you were working at McDonald's. When you were working at McDonald's, yeah, you had that just for me in that junk. You know what I'm talking about? You had that soul glow, and that junk was laid to the side. But when you lost your goddamn job, though, you know what I'm saying? When you lost your goddamn job, let me see what happened. Something went totally wrong, you know what I'm saying? And then your ass started up, you know. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh my God. She took on to the tradition. She started learning the technique. She started learning the technique. This the trap house. This is the trap. This big homie. You see that? Do you see it? Do you see the eyeballs? Snoo gave him a gram. When she lost the job, she said, yeah, I gotta go to the trap and get this shit the hard way. You know what I'm about? Yeah. When I met him, he told me, give me a gram. I said, you know it's fish scale gang, don't you? You know what I'm about? This shit is a fish scale gang. You know, give me a gram. You know what I'm about? That's how I got the interview. That's how I got the interview, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I ought to press play on that motherfucker and let you hear it, you know, out his own goddamn mouth. Let me see how many people in here so y'all can be a witness. How many people I got here so all y'all witnesses, right? Y'all witnesses, right? You know what I'm talking about? Cause I'm gonna need some police ass niggas in here right now. Everybody told me, ooh, Trey Gang, oh, you ought to be a detective. Oh, I said, oh yeah, I already signed up. You know what I'm talking about? I already signed up, and I already did a runaround in that job. Soon when they gave me my case file, first thing I want to know, where them hair samples at? The original report came out. Look, you see it? Do you see it? Now, I did my research. And I looked at some old slave movies, and it hit me. I said, oh, no wonder. No wonder I ain't never seen nobody in the slave movie with a ponytail. Oh my God, it's deeper than what I thought. Now one of them junk did not have a ponytail in the slave ship. When I told him that, that's what he started looking like. He know I got him. He know I got him. I told him, I said, yeah, nigga, I seen Roots. Everybody had a Jackson 5 wish wig on. And you over here right across from the trees. How did you learn the technique? And who taught her this? So when I looked up the reports and got them hair stamp, they said they traced this ponytail all the way back to Epstein Island. I said, oh my God, he connected to, oh my God. It all makes sense now, you know what I mean? And so they, you know what I'm saying, they might want to look into these, you know what I'm saying? Because I done got a little deeper than what it was, y'all. I ain't never seen a ponytail on a slave ship. No ponytail. And rubber band was booming back then. You see what I'm talking about? Rubber band was booming. I told y'all this work is stressful. I don't know what to do. Every time I flip the page, goddamn, I learn something new. Y'all might know more than I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Help me do the research. They said you got to have the iron grip to twist this motherfucker to a ponytail. So it gotta be a Chinese somewhere. Cause they know about the iron grip, the lion paw, and all this shit. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm trying to connect this shit back to the goddamn to Buddha. Made me think, shit, do Buddha got something to do with this? I'm like, damn. What's up with the tiger grip? That's what I seen. When I read it in the Mason book, I flipped the pages all the way to the 66th page in the Mason book. Man, wait a minute. You know what I'm talking about? They were talking about the handshakes. So I'm looking at the handshake. They talking about, yeah, this the tiger grip. I was like, damn, look how he gripped the hands in the palms, and you know what I'm talking about. So then when I did a little more study in my research, and I went to Harvard, you know what I'm saying, talked to a couple of professors and stuff, and trying to do my little research, then I flew all the way over there in Bangkok, you know what I'm talking about. And they told me, they were like, oh yeah, you want to know about the tiger grip? I'm like, yeah, tell me, explain more to me. That's what got me in here to Bangkok. They took me straight up in the trap house. They said, yeah, when you get one of these hoes like this here, you know. You got to be chosen. You got to be chosen to get this hairdo. You know what I'm about? They said, Trey Gang, you got to blaze the kush up and sip you some Jack Danger Jack. Cause yeah, we done gave this junk some of these, look. Come in that junk, her junk gonna be flat ass straight. And then when you get rid, oh yeah, you with that junk in the ponytail. So now you learned the technique. I don't know, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to see what's going on, you know what I mean? That's what I heard in Bangkok. Look, it ain't even no weed. It ain't even no, this the natural hair. This a natural hair, straight from the roots. That rubber band is not American made. Look, the rubber that's holding the hair up, you got to go all the way back to the beginning, to Shaka Zulu now. You got to go all the way back when you see James on that motherfucker. You got to go all the way back when James was on that joint, him and Lizzie. And if you paid attention to episode 66, you'll see this hairdo in the back of the barn, you know what I mean? I wouldn't trust nothing that come out her mouth. For the simple fact, she said Leonora learned the technique. She said Leonora did this before they left the house. If you ask me, she framing everybody. Look, Irene, she thought she can get away. You a part of it. Look at the hairdo. This a high-ranking ass hairdo right here. This like some big homie shit, ain't it, y'all? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm OG. I call all the shots. You know what I'm talking about? What it look like to me? Why you looking like you from Jamaica? Yeah, pass that bumper, Clyde. Yeah, pass that bumper, Clyde. You know what I'm talking about? Why she look like Mag Max? On Shotter, goddammit. Y'all remember Mad Max? He was the hitter. They got the same hairdo. This what got Cleo, the psychic lady, this what got her in trouble. They said, look, we don't believe you a psychic, so you need to take that wrap off your head. So when she took the wrap off her, cause keep this in mind, this lady had a Jamaican accent, and she dressed up like she a Muslim. Jamaican accent, but dressed like she a Muslim though. I ain't never seen Jamaicans dressed like Cleo. They said, take the wrap off. And that jump fell out like that. I said, oh yeah, she gaming. We've been looking for this for a while. Let's check the serial number on the goddamn witch wig. Yeah. If you go in the beauty supply, ask for the Thunderdome section. Yeah, where y'all keep the Thunderdomes at? Yeah, go down there to aisle 9. It's all the way in the back, top shelf, Jack. Ooh, girl, that look real good on you, girl. You know what I'm talking about. Soon when they buy, the feds coming in about 4-5 hours later, like, yeah, you got anybody that bought some of these Thunderdomes in less than 2-3 hours? Yeah. We got the screenshot. Show it to us. Yeah, that's when she said, yeah, I want the top shelf. And I told her, you know, you gotta look in the camera right here, you know what I'm saying? See how she thought she was looking in the mirror, but the bitch was looking in the two-way mirror. Y'all got him. Ooh, how I look, girl? Girl, you the bomb. You gonna kill it tonight, you know what I'm talking about? Look, y'all, I'm just having a little fun, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just having a little fun. I'm just having a little fun. I spilled some tea a couple of lines ago. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just relaxing right now. I just want to play around a little bit while they can't sleep. Cause look, when I spilled that goddamn tea, that's how they woke up. Oh my God, oh my God. Did you see the video? Girl, you see the video track got, oh my God, I got the you know what I'm talking about? Either way it go, it's all connect. It's all a connection. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, y'all. I got to find my Man, look, this is the last time I'm gonna be in here. I'm gonna jump in the truck. I ain't used to this, man. You know, I might well just get back in the truck. But look, I ain't gonna lie though. I don't know what me Teresa think about Irene, Monifa, Bree, Shamaya. I don't know what Miss Teresa think about them. I don't know what Miss Teresa think about the whole party of the situation. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I be thinking a lot. Cause when I see these people with her dudes like this, it make me think a lot. Cause these are always, you know, getting in trouble, always fighting everybody, always busting somebody, boyfriend or baby daddy. You know what I'm talking about? It never fails me. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know, man. I be thinking about like I want to know what you know what I'm saying. I want to know what she really be thinking like about the whole situation with her daughter. Everybody was in the room. Then you got the live. Ty Irene live. I know she seen school game video. Then I know how Chicago talking out there, and you know what I'm saying. I be thinking about all that. Then I be thinking about Sometimes about my content. I know I'm on it, but I want to know, do I be wrong about certain things? You know what I'm saying? Because I know I got a couple of things wrong. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't going to say my work is perfect. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't going to say my work is perfect. You know what I'm saying? But the score came back 98, goddamn. You know what I'm talking about? So it's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? But just say if I'm wrong on a couple of things, right? I'm gonna ask y'all this. This is a serious question. I'm gonna ask y'all this. If I'm wrong on some certain things though, and if I got it wrong, do y'all think, you know what I'm saying, I need to be correct, you know what I'm saying, on that if I'm wrong on certain things? Cause if I'm wrong on certain things, they'll be dangerous, cause that means you know what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? Cause I know I'm about justice, you know what I'm saying? And I be thinking sometimes when I be trying to put things together, just say like, we putting things together, but I could be wrong on this part and right on this part, but I'm wrong on this part. I got this part wrong. Cause that what kind of pressure I be feeling sometimes, like, you know what I'm talking about? Cause the YouTuber never talked about the facts that I be talking about. But when they get the content, you know what I'm saying, on the pod, like I might be wrong on this pod. That's probably why they spoke up about it, you know what I'm talking about? So I be thinking, so I be narrating it down, be like, okay, you know what I'm talking about? Cause it man, y'all just I wish y'all would understand how the background work. Like like the background. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't talking about the YouTube streets. We talking about the Facebook, the Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I could share a whole lot with y'all when it comes to the DM. But as a detective, when you think like a detective, now understand when the detective do their investigation, they done release everything to what they have. Cause it can't compromise the investigation. You see what I'm saying? Cause if you tell somebody everything you know, you really just giving the gun away and giving it to them. I got the gun, I got this, you know what I'm saying? And they gonna gun you down with you cause they got a chance to manipulate your story into facts. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Look, do not drop no yellow hearts in my chat. I'ma block you. You know what I'm talking about? Change this shit to soccer. Look, can't score no goal on me. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, you trying to kick this shit my way? You don't know. You know what I'm talking about? You dig? Don't be trying to sneak them jumps up in my chat. It made me think you a op. Cause how you know to hit that yellow? Hard. If you ain't no op, you had to been listening to somebody, ain't it, y'all? See what I'm saying? About? That's what I be saying, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It be little stuff like that I be paying attention to. I need to look up the meaning yellow. I probably need to look up the meaning yellow, cause since the op choose that particular colors, I might as well look into it, cause I know what purple mean. You know what I'm talking about? See, that be things like that make me even think a little more deeper, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why I be saying this Kenneka Jenkins case make you think a little bit. Like, why would that person do that? Throw a yellow heart out there like that, and you screaming J for K, but you know the mama even said, yeah, purple heart. You even every text Miss Teresa post is gonna be purple hearts in it. So why would you decide to put a yellow heart in it? That really puzzled me. Like, I might need to look into this a little more. You see what I'm talking about? I'm just saying, y'all. And then you got to think about where I come from, y'all. Y'all got to think about it like this here. It's a lot of people tuning in to Trey Gang when I talk about this lady daughter about her death. That's the last thing I want, to get something wrong. You know what I'm talking about? Man, look. Check this out. Man, how would y'all feel? How would y'all think I feel? You know what I'm saying? And had a couple of things wrong, and I'm like, oh man, I failed on this part. You know, I wouldn't even know how to take that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying, y'all, I'm learning. I'm still thinking about the detective day by day. I'm growing. You see what I'm talking about? And I just want that to be known. You know what I'm saying? So when people try to make videos talk about all this debunking, how you gonna try to debunk me if you ain't got the facts? So what that means that you got? So that means that you know something that I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I just be thinking, y'all, cause that's what I be going through. Cause just imagine that every time, you know what I'm saying, I give a notification on my phone, I'm seeing ops trying to, you know what I'm talking about, using my content, sharing my video, but strike me. Why would you strike me and then turn around and share my video? I never understood that. Then, watch this. I can strike that jump right now and mess the whole channel up. And I can really knock that out the park. That just show me these people don't think too bright. They don't read. They don't even read the guidelines or none of this. Now when I mention the kitchen and caught the beverage, well, we can say that's the beverage manager, you know, that guy, the Kenneka. I don't know. It could be somebody else, but somebody was in a white button-down shirt and he had his sleeve cuffed just like the beverage manager. Now you trying to, now look, you gonna have people making video about that, trying to, yeah. And I see who doing it. I'm like, man, I be thinking about that. Cause ain't it strange that the thing that I do got right, it's still no content about it. Like, if you say you JFK, if if you did your research, just like when people be like, Dr. Ali, y'all on the same track. Yeah, you and 54 Keys, y'all on the same track. Yeah, you and Andrea Alice, man. I like y'all video, man. Y'all cooperate, man. Y'all gonna do it. Y'all gonna bust the case and all this. But you have other people trying to debunk all this. Why it gotta be debunked? Why it can't be? And then make it so bad. If I pull up paperwork, video footage, and receipts, why, if you gonna make a debunking video, why you didn't go over the same thing I just went over? Cause you know you're gonna end up talking like Trey Gang, you know what I'm talking about? Damn, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. The last time you did that, when you were like, I'm finna debunk Trey Gang, would you hear what he said about the reports? And he pulled the footage up. Watch how I'm finna debunk him. So look, They pulled up the police report, same thing I did with the footage, and got the red in the police reports. And stumbled a little bit, got quiet a little bit, like, wait, damn, well, let me go to this video where he said, you know what I'm talking about. I said, oh, man, you know, you debunked yourself. I'm just being honest, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I ain't no police. You know, I ain't no police. You know what I'm talking about? This was hard for me to do. Don't you know? Don't you know my homeboys don't trust me no more? Man, Trey Gang, man, I don't know what you done got yourself into, man. And then you sitting up here doing all this police. You got all these mug shots hanging all on the wall. You got notes. You out here snitching. I call the phone, they don't even pick up no more. You know that? Because they think I got them on recording. Popping up in the trap, I give me a gram, man. We ain't not doing nothing. What you mean? What you mean? Whoa. I've been standing this long ass line. It's hot as hell out here. Police finna show up in a minute. Give me a gram. Ain't nothing doing that, bro. Well, fuck, these niggas think I must be police or something. You know what I'm saying? Man tomorrow. Now I gotta dial 100 niggas on the phone. Hey man, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? What little cuz got going on? You know what I'm saying? He straight? No, he ain't got nothing, bro. Damn! Oh my God! It's a drought! It's a drought! You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God! What I'm gonna do now? Man, look, y'all. Don't be you know what I'm talking about. Hey, look. Oh yeah, I'm finna get back on Chosen King Rob, Scrape Drop, Marco, you know what I'm talking about. I'm finna be on all them suckers, you know what I'm talking about. Cause I wanna know, you know what I'm talking about. Cause I feel like this here. When I call your name out, goddamn it, speak up. You know what I'm talking about? Speak up. Until then, I'm spilling tea. You dig? Yeah. How many people in here, y'all? Appreciate the thumbs up, y'all. I just want to get that out my system, y'all, because you know what I'm talking about. I know I be making videos, and I know I be trying to put it together, you know what I'm talking about. Still trying to figure it out, because every time I look into it, I learn something new. Because Irene and Monifa ain't never talked about they work together. They try to give us an impression like I met you through Kenneka, you know what I'm saying, and all this like. So if they work together, I want to know Irene hang with Monifa, cause keep this in mind. Monifa is best friends with Mariah, but how Mariah end up in the party if it's Irene's birthday? So you know Mariah too. Who invited them? We already know who invited them. You see what I'm saying? But when something went wrong that happened, now you want to distance yourself from Monifa. And we know Monifa the one set it up. So why you trying to distance yourself from her? See what I'm saying, y'all? Man, y'all better wake up to how the way these people be thinking. Chris White, you got that right. I'm going to be on it. Not on my watch. I'm going to do the same for you. That's what I'm saying. Everybody know, nobody was no stranger in that room. Even when the boys showed up, it wasn't no stranger to Irene or Monifa. It was only strange to Kenneka, cause she the one didn't know him. So look, if Kenneka telling Monifa get out here cause she don't know them boys, then you got a witness coming there and say, yeah, she was in the room with 3 of her friends and some boys that she didn't even know. You see what I'm saying? But they all know the same boys that did it. That's why they don't. That's why they ain't mention no names. Why they ain't say who was in the hallway? See what I'm saying? Why didn't they say who the manager looked like? Instead of arguing with Monique, why you ain't say the manager came to the door? If you believe the hotel did it, why you beefing with Monique? Talking about, yeah, you her enemy. You hang with her enemy. Why you ain't just say, yeah, the manager, if you believe the hotel did, why you ain't giving us a description of a person that you said that looks suspicious? But you said the translator looked suspicious in the lobby and she knew a little too much. You mentioned that part. Yeah, I don't know what she is, a transshibit or whatever she is. But she knew a little too much. Why you ain't say to keep that same energy? You said, yeah, it was the manager. Yeah, coming in there. You ain't say nothing like that. Mm-hmm. And then check this out. That's why I be saying, like, I want to know what Miss Teresa feel about Irene, Monifa, Bree, and Shamaya. Do you believe their story? I don't know. She never said nothing about it. So that's why I be having questions like, if you believe their story, and it just if I make content, if you believe their story, that means like, you know what I'm talking about. How would I feel be in a situation like that? If I'm trying to accuse them, if the mama say they innocent, just say, I ain't saying Miss Teresa, you know what I'm saying they innocent or guilty. She never said that. You know what I'm talking about? Never said that. I'm just saying, it's my point of view. Just say, what if I'm, I don't know, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know Miss Teresa's feelings towards Irene. Bree, Shamaya. So when I be trying to put this piece together, like, now look, I know Miss Teresa got a lot of info. Cause keep this in mind, Miss Teresa know more than I know. I ain't no YouTuber or no blogger, but I know if I got common sense, I know this much. I got a whole lot of things right in the case, right? And I wish I know the wrong things that I got wrong in the case. Cause I don't want to do no content on none. If I got it wrong, you see what I'm saying? If I got it wrong, and if I don't know if I got it wrong, I don't want to make no content and be having nobody talking about some pie, y'all, and then something they don't even, you know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Cause you gotta think like this here. If you got the Fed watching, like the police, you know what I'm saying, and seeing all this, they gonna still treat it like they still don't know what they talking about. You see what I'm saying? So it's still gonna make you look like you don't even know what the hell you talking about. You ain't no forensic in the first place. You ain't got no degrees. You ain't been to law school. You see what I'm saying? And then ask me some real questions. Oh, you think you a detective? Oh, let's bring that real lawyer in and tear my ass up. I'm in that courtroom with my easy suit, and that boy done fried me, Jack. So that's what I'm saying. I would love to know all the facts in the case, because they'll be my shield or armor. You know what I'm talking about? That's my protection. That's all I'm just saying, y'all. Real talk. Because that's the worst thing you want. If you say, you know what I'm saying? Just say, that's the worst thing you want. You get a lawyer and you got the prosecutor drill your lawyer. I done seen so many people went to court with a paid lawyer and the prosecutor killed them. See what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. Because it's a lot of things that's going on in the social media. You don't know who and who Earl talking. You don't know what's going on, who these people is, the fake accounts, or what's going on. We don't know what's going on, what been, because it been so much sneak distance. It's so much fake pages. Man, look, y'all, I done had people perpetrated like they was a party goer and trying to get me tea. Look, I got a screenshot in my email that somebody told me, said, yeah, I'm friends with Monifa. Monifa ain't telling everything. Cause it's an underground. And you can go, and you can get to the underground, to the pool area where the stairway is at. It's an underground and it's a hospital over there. So when she told me it was a hospital under there, that what really made me was like, man, you cloud chasing. I don't wonder who it is. You know what I'm talking about? Why would it be a hospital up under there? To make sense. That if you got a lot, if you throw it in a venue, watch this, y'all. Pay attention. And you got thousands of people in your building. Don't you think they gonna need a medical staff on the scene in case somebody get hot, pass out? See what I'm saying? Every venue that I've been through, dealing with a hotel staff, with a lot, even concerts, got a medical staff on the scene. Even at football games, basketball games, talent shows, you know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying, y'all down with me? Y'all down with me? You know what I'm talking about? Because sometimes I wish I could talk to Mr. Reese. So she get to know me, you know what I'm talking about? Personally. You know what I'm talking about? Personally, you know, I'm making content about your daughter. You know what I'm saying? You can contact me. We ain't even got to talk about the case. You know what I'm saying? I really want to introduce myself. You know what I'm talking about? To be real. You know what I'm talking about? I want to share everything that I know. You know that I know. I'm not like the police. You know what I'm saying? I got this tea, you know. I really want to, you know what I'm saying, go over the things that I'm coming across, you know what I'm saying, and to verify with the mama. So it'll narrate things down. We ain't got to talk about the case. I just really want to know about Kenneka. Like, how was her life? How did y'all get along? I know y'all got good relationship. You know what I'm talking about? I know you had a good relationship with Kenneka. Can't nobody deny that. You know what I'm talking about? I seen lies of, you know what I'm saying, Kenneka always happy, smiling with her mama. You know what I'm talking about? And she went with her friends, her shady friends, she with her mama. You know what I'm talking about? This is a platform that million people gonna watch, and that's the last thing for some wrong information to get out, and people will run with that. You know what I'm talking about? And that's not right. Not right to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, y'all. Then all this drama with the fake account, they could tell you anything about Trey Gang or you know what I'm saying. I was like, man, what's really going on? I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Why these folk keep calling me a liar? Like, and every time I spill the tea, like I'm just going on what the police gave me. I called them up. That's just like a boo thing. And you know, let me see your phone, boo. Who you been texting? Hold on, why did text message say where you at? I'm outside, and this thing, you know, and it's a whole lot of delete text messages out the phone, and then thing, you know, and next text I read, how was your day? Did you enjoy yourself? So I'm like, what you mean? What he said he enjoyed himself? What y'all was doing? That's what he said. That's my boss. We were talking about when we had a meeting. And you know, I'm wait, this don't sound right, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to figure it out, look at the body language, cause now she doing unnormal thing, staying out later than what she normally stay. And then when she come back in the house, she got an attitude with you, cause she already know she done did her thing. So when she come to the house, make you feel guilty, like she mad at you. So now she done reverse psychology game on you, and you sitting up on the couch and sitting up, man, it's me, calling the phone, blowing it up, and she telling me, I don't want to talk to you. I'm I'm mad, cause she done caught you, but she with that AKA Hung Low. And he on the phone. Look, he on the on the same side of the bed with the ground. Oh the man. He chopping the dope up while you over there arguing with your boo. Crunch, crunch, you know what I'm talking. What you mean? I go to work every day, you know what I'm saying? I know I messed up, you know what I'm saying? Look, baby, I told you I'm gonna be a new man and all this. Well, I don't believe you this time, you know what I'm talking about? And this thing you know, soon when the dope broke down, crust and fine and dandy. And this thing you know, that's when the phone hang up, click, click, and you get the dial tone. Boom. What, this bitch hung up in my face? The hell? I know she there. And then next thing you know, you calling back and it going straight to voicemail. She ain't talking now. She don't want to talk to you no more. Cause her body language now is oh yeah, what you say? That where you get this? This is snooze. Yeah, that's some good shit right there. Yeah, yeah, go on, open your mouth and say, ah, you know what I'm talking about. After an hour or two would pass, you gotta take a break. Then when she cut her phone back on, cause she got to check her notifications, see what's going on Facebook, you know what I'm talking about? See what everybody talking about on Facebook, and you still calling the motherfucker. And you having to get through, ring, and she pick up, what? Why'd you keep calling me? You know that? Look here, man. You know I'm just a stupid dude. I don't want you no more. Stop calling me. I told you I don't want you no more. So why you calling me then? You know what I'm talking about? And next thing you know, he crushing down the dope again. Crunch. It's over with for you, buddy. You know what I'm talking about? She fish scale gang now. You know what I'm talking about? It's fish scale gang now. I don't know, y'all. I just be doing my research. I've been watching a lot of documentaries, so that's how I know about all this shit. Yeah. But look, y'all. It been fun. I got to run, man. Trey ain't love y'all, man. I just want to get that out my chest, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because I be thinking sometimes. Sometimes I just, you know what I'm saying, before I go live, I just be like, man, I want to know, you know what I'm saying, should I talk about this or talk about that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So look, y'all, I go live tomorrow. Y'all hit y'all bell and then notification for all the newbies that's on the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Come to the Payal gang. You know what I'm talking about? You see how hot the tea is. You know what I'm talking about? Man, you don't want to miss no updates. Cause if your ass come in my chat, Trey Gang, explain to me when nobody that never talked about this. Man, look, don't be skipping my videos and asking me the same shit I already done dressed. You know what I'm talking about? Last thing I need is a dropout. Don't be coming. I'm like a teacher. I'm like your 4th grade teacher. Why you didn't know? Don't be coming in my class. You know what I'm saying? We done took our exam and everything. They done took the test and passed it. You done flunked. And now you got to repeat your grade again. Now we done stepped up. Now you in the same grade. You know what I'm talking about? That's when I knew I had to get my act together. I'm like, damn, I'm in the 1st grade for the 3rd year. You know what I'm talking about? I'm the only one that grew the beard in that joint. They look. They said, man, he ain't gonna never learn. So we need to put him in with them little kids, you know, them little autism kids. You know, that's I'm in there with them. You know what I'm about? I'm normal than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, this man IQ low as hell. He been in the 4th grade for 3 goddamn years. He getting too big. I done grew up like a motherfucker. Look, I'm still in the 4th grade, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers 3 feet. I'm almost 6 feet. Then they want to come in the room talking about shit, since you can't make no ABCs. You know what I'm talking about? You know how to play ball, goddamn it, you know what I'm talking about? I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna have to learn something. Can you shoot a jumper? Do you know your J's? You know? Can you shoot a J? You know what I'm talking about? So I'm like, oh my God, I'm learning something new, you know what I'm about. I like, dog. Look, they came in, they used me for bag up. I ain't had no kind of Jordans or nothing. I ain't came from a family that were wearing Jordans. We had Mr. Shoes on. I'm the only one on the court shooting my J's in my goddamn daddy work boots. Swish! Swish! Did you see the J? You know what I'm talking about? Boy, they were laughing at me so hard, but you know what I'm talking about? That's how I got all the girls. Because I done had it. Look, I didn't come in that jump with no gangster Nikes on. I ain't come in that jump with no ponies. You know what I'm talking about? The only reason that I could wear my daddy work boot, because he work on the second shift. And I get to wear them on the first shift, because then when I go to school. Got to be there at 7. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm in there with his work boot. I got to polish him up. He always told me that when you get through, you make sure you wash all it, because I ain't finna catch no athlete feet. You know what I'm talking about? So soon, when I get out, look, I had to make sure I be out in front of that school when I cut class, and I got to make it back in time when school let out. Because remember, he work on the second shift, and he can't go to work without his work boots. I'm the only one in class. I already got a job uniform on. You know what I'm talking about? I had to play it off. You know what I'm talking about? How would you feel if you going and this show, you look, you in the 7th grade and you come in there with your daddy mechanic suit on. This the new one, you know what I'm saying? For Halloween, be like, damn, you know what I'm talking about? Mess me up. Cause my mom gonna tell me, yeah, put these slacks on. I thought they were slacks. I thought they were slacks, Jack. I put them Jones look like slacks to me. Till I seen the postman pull up and deliver the mail. I'm like, damn, we got the same goddamn set on, Jack. Oh my God. You mean tell me she got this, my mama got this out the catalog on page 4. You know what I'm saying? So now it makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? So I started looking around. I'm like, damn, them surely my goddamn daddy jeans. Surely these some goddamn work jeans. You know what I'm talking about? I thought I was fresh. Yeah, let me go get some of that heavy duty stars and put a crease in these Johns, you know what I'm saying? Put them Johns and start sagging them Johns. That probably was sagging come in there, like, yeah, you had them, I seen them Johns. You come to class and shit looking like a manager. You know what I'm talking about? I'm in class, I'm looking like a manager. They like, damn, nigga, you look like a shift leader in this John. Where you work at? You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know what y'all be thinking, but that what I went through. You know what I'm talking about? That what made me cut class. The goddamn wardrobe was so thin. I'm like, no, I ain't putting this on today. I had it. Look, it's 7 days in a week, and I'm wearing these motherfuckers 4 days a week now. Hell no. I got DNA on these junk. I've been fighting, jacking. You know what I'm talking about? And that's the last time when police be like, yeah, we need to check those jeans. Cause it been a fight in the goddamn in the bathroom. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying? I'm gonna get caught up. Checkmate. You see what I'm saying? They put all this shit together. Like, yeah, we thought it was an employee at first, walking in, you know what I'm saying? And come to find out they were me the whole time. With the work boots on. Yeah, y'all. I'm gonna get on about this job, man. I appreciate everybody came out tonight. Heard my thoughts, you know what I'm saying, how the way I feel and stuff like that. And I'll be back, you know what I'm about, with some more of these hair samples, goddammit. Cause I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Trick ain't love y'all, man. I'm out, y'all. Bye, y'all.